We are joined by the Queen, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. First of all, welcome to the United Kingdom, welcome to England, welcome to Manchester. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed the tour?
I have. I really have. I think for me, being in front of the audience here and just hearing the reaction, whether it's booing or cheering, and seeing the little girls and little boys wanting to give you fist pumps and high five you, it just puts into perspective and reminds you, like, this is what it's all about. And not being able to do that for the last, year and a half, I guess it's been hard.
Reaction's been mixed as well, hasn't it? You're not just been booed in some places. I've heard a lot of Charlotte chants, a lot of cheers as well for yourself. So you've still got your following over here. We're loyal to our Queen.
No, yeah, it just reminds me that you can't take everything with a grain of salt. Like, it's easy to get caught up in the negative things, and yeah, it's been incredible.
We were speaking to Drew earlier, and I asked him who's really stood out on this tour, and he said yourself and Sasha to go out there and main event 3 nights, soon to be 4 nights in a row, is really impressive. I mean, from someone who's main evented WrestleMania, that's pretty much one of the highest compliments he could give, right?
Well, first of all, Sasha and I have undeniable chemistry. And this sounds corny, but what? Iron sharpens iron. You know, we're both so competitive, but I truly believe that we were both born to main event. And when I walk out there, when she walks out there, you believe, these are 2 stars that can carry that, and we know we can. And to come over to the UK, especially for me, like, I know she had a tour before this. My first tour back feels incredible. And it's being able to do what I do, and then seeing, like you said, Drew McIntyre say, like, how good it has been to see us main event. Like, yeah, it's just a reminder that you must be doing something right.
Not taking it for granted as well.
Not taking it for granted, yep.
That's great. So how's the lay of the land on SmackDown?
I still feel like I'm on Raw because I was on Raw for so long. Well, I think having my first match with Shotzi and giving her that opportunity, and seeing and hearing the fan reaction for her, I'm excited to see what's to come. I'm excited to be on Fox. I'm just looking forward to the opportunities. I'm excited, to see what Sasha and I do, because it's the first time we've been on the same brand in a very long time, and to see how far we've come as performers. I expect really big things.
So, because you put out a tweet the other night saying from NXT Philadelphia, I believe it was,
yep.
Main event.
We were the first main event for the women in NXT, Sasha and I.
Do you ever take a moment, obviously I know you're great rivals, but also you're great friends and great rivals, do you ever take a moment just between you two to sometimes just soak in what you're actually doing for not just wrestling, but also just like women in sport and women in entertainment? Because it is groundbreaking.
Yes and no. Because it's really hard to think I really have done it all. Because I don't feel that way. Because I'm like, I didn't come this far to come this far. Like, I want more. And I think having COVID and really, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And coming back on tour and main eventing and winning the title again, and seeing the change in the division, I go, wow, I really have made an impact. And I just have to remind myself that I was a part of that, and I did help create that. And don't ever, forget that, because it's easy to forget.
Watching the shows right now, there's so many storylines that aren't just, I want your title in the women's division. Who is really impressing you at the moment?
Well, first I want to say Rhea Ripley. I truly believe she is the future of the women's division. Like, our Money in the Bank match was untouchable, and she walked out a star. And she could have beat me easy that night. I just have more experience. I'm older. And to see her grow and develop, I'm really proud of her. Obviously, Bianca. When had that main event. We had 2 main event matches back to back on Raw a couple weeks ago. And I was like, you're the real deal. Take it, run with it. Obviously, there's even newer girls. But to me, like Bianca and Rhea are still, just getting their feet wet. It's an exciting time.
Bianca's not had a bad match with any of the 4 horsewomen.
It's hard to have a bad match with the 4. No,
but she's took all 4 of you to the limit. She's took all 4 of you to the limit, right?
Yeah.
She is.
I'm the mountain though that she can't climb.
Has she never beaten you 1-on-1?
Nope.
We've got to run that back, haven't we? We've got to run that back at some point.
She's never beaten me.
Well, there's the challenge, Jen. Let's quickly talk about Survivor Series. Obviously, yourself and Becky, champion v champion. How are you feeling going into that match?
I haven't even thought about it. I'm gonna be too worked up. I think it's gonna be something special. You have 2 women at the top of their game, at the top of their business, that believe they're the best. And when you see both of them believe that in themselves, and to watch that on camera, I think it's going to be something special.
It's like, because with all you 4 horsewomen, obviously Sasha and Bayley included, you've all been through so much together. It's almost impossible not to have that just in-ring chemistry and then take it to the next level and find ways to improve it. And I'm sure that's what you and Becky have in mind.
I think what I'm excited about is when we faced each other at Last Woman Standing, which is one of my favorite matches. I am a much better performer now than I was then, and I know who Charlotte Flair is now than I was then. So she'll be facing a much different woman than she did 2 years ago. I'm on a whole new level.
How are you keeping yourself motivated?
Because I didn't come this far to come this far. There's a reason I've been on top since 2015. And it wasn't handed to me. It wasn't given to me. It just didn't fall into my lap. It's because I'm always hungry. I'm always motivated. I always want more. I always want to be better. I always want to be the best.
Do you find that, I don't want to say rubs people the wrong way, but you're so dominant, and because you're so sitting here opposite you, you're so confident as well?
Yes, it obviously does rub people the wrong way. But if I was a man, would it rub people the wrong way? I mean, no one ever looks at a man and goes, well, why does he want to be the world champion again? Or he's been on top all these years. Is it because I'm a woman? Because I've done it all? Because we have a smaller division? Why? What, Charlotte's difficult? Why? Is it because I stand up for what I believe in? That makes me difficult? But if I was a man, I'd have big balls, right? No. I know how good I am, man or woman, I'm the best.
I love how this women's division is really changing the game, by the way. Like, I really love it.
No, but really, is it because I'm a woman? So I'm just supposed to come this far and be like, all right, yep, take my spot. All these years of hard work, please, just take it. No. If you're gonna take it, take it. But you're gonna have to take it from me.
And that throws back to what you said at the start of the interview, just seeing little girls in the crowd, and we've seen it firsthand on this UK tour. The amount of little girls who, I've been to wrestling shows since I was a kid, and it was dads and their sons, and your brothers. But now it's families, and there's girls in the crowd, and I always feel there's more young girls in the crowd who are more excited to see you and Sasha, and to see Bayley, to see Bianca, to see Becky, to see Rhea, and you're a big part of that. Like, how good does that make you feel?
So for me, coming over here and seeing the kids just want to touch me as I come down the aisle, or seeing how happy they are to see me, I go, you know what? Don't get caught up in everything else. I know the performer I am. I can hear the reaction. If I wanted to be the good guy tonight, I could have easily been the good guy all the way from London to Manchester. There wasn't one night. So the UK fan base reminding me, that I am that loved, whether they love to hate me or hate to love me, is just a reminder that you do it for those kids sitting front row, to have them be inspired by you. And it's been awesome this week. It really has been.
Finally, Survivor Series, you, Becky, champion v champion. What's your prediction?
There's going to be no debate who the best female wrestler in the world is.